HarperVia and HarperAudio present On the Grid, Life Behind the Scenes of Formula One by Luke Smith, read by Joe Eyre. Introduction: The Grid. Move out of the way! I have been covering Formula One and motorsport for more than 10 years all around the world, and I still have moments where I accidentally break the golden rule. When reporting from the starting grid, stay out of the way of the cars and their crews. The mechanic who just yelled at me is part of a group of 8 men helping push through the green Aston Martin of star driver Fernando Alonso, who has just completed his warm-up laps for the Bahrain Grand Prix, the first race of the 2023 season. As each car, ready to be raced hard for the very first time, is wheeled from the rear of the grid, the sea of bodies armed with wheel guns and tyre warmers grows, completing their final preparations. In the 40 minutes before lights out, the starting grid is where you'll find anybody who is anybody in F1. Today the air is thick with sweat, engine fumes and the smell of heated tyre rubber as the sky turns orange, the sun over the Bahraini desert beginning to set. Tens of thousands of fans are already watching on, cheering for the drivers as the cars come to their starting positions. Once in place, and with their helmets and headrests carefully removed, each driver hoists themselves out of their cars, dodges the throng of camera lenses, and turns their attention to discussing their final race plans, which have been meticulously laid out with the strategists and engineers to account for every eventuality. I watch as Alonso gets out of the Aston Martin, his new car for this season after switching teams last winter. The 2-time world champion at 41 is the oldest driver on the grid, yet he has been one of the quickest drivers all weekend. Aston Martin's team owner, billionaire Lawrence Stroll, an imposing figure with big expectations and an even bigger checkbook, is there to greet his star signee. They embrace and share a few words. They could be in for a great result today, the start of a happy marriage of driver and team. I continue to walk around the grid, the mass of bodies ebbing and flowing as people go about their business. It's a patch of asphalt 15 yards wide tucked between the wall that divides the track from the pit lane, where all the teams have their garages, and the catch fencing on the other side next to the grandstand. There's little room to get around. I watch as rival team designers carefully study one another's cars up close, and the power brokers of the sport circulate, posing for pictures with the right people, shaking hands and making pleasantries. CEOs of billion-pound sponsors chat with sheikhs, princes and prime ministers, all closely tailed by security guards. I may not recognize some of these people, but the snap, snap, snap of camera flashes tells me they're VIPs. One by one, I watch as the drivers snake through the crowds and head back to their garages, escaping the noise for a moment of respite. There's Alonso again, the legend in the final chapter of his career. There's Lewis Hamilton, the 7-time champion and superstar whose name has transcended F1. There's Max Verstappen, the young gun who dethroned Hamilton as the current world champion. There's Oscar Piastri, the rookie who wasn't even born when Alonso started his first F1 race, and his teammate Lando Norris, the British star hoping to take the world by storm. As I move largely unnoticed through the crowd of bodies, I spot my friend Rupert, the trainer for Carlos Sainz, and wish him good luck with a thumbs up. He smiles, but I know he can't hear me. His red headphones are tuned in to the team's pre-race chatter, ensuring every final detail is addressed. What tyres are used, what visor is on Sainz's helmet, it changes depending on weather conditions, even if the driver is wearing the right balaclava or fireproof underwear. Rupert approaches the tool-filled trolley next to Sainz's car, picks up a powerful handheld fan and holds it in the cockpit. Keeping it cool will make the seat more comfortable for his driver. No detail is too small. I weave my way towards the front of the grid, pulling my elbows close as I squeeze past bodies heading in the opposite direction. It feels like Oxford Street on Black Friday, only instead of rabid shoppers, it's the who's who of the F1 world with whom I'm jostling for space. A row of security guards holds a rope cordoning off the front of the grid, where the drivers are now rushing to line up in time for the national anthem. Lateness results in a fine,
Sample complete. Ready to continue?